चलो बंद करो।
Okay. Sure. Good evening, everybody. This is Nagesh Bhattu, a faculty from Computer Science Department. Currently, I'm acting as a Associate Dean Examinations, UG. I will be briefing you about the rules and regulations that are applicable for the Btec program, the students that are applicable for all of you. Okay. Let us briefly know about the way the institute has started functioning. It has been 5 years since it has NIT Andhra Pradesh was established, and it is 31st NIT, and then Professor CSP Rao, the director, has taken over charge as a first regular director on 22nd March, and then the permanent campus has started functioning in August 2019. And December 2019 is the duration in which the first convocation has taken place. To know, where your journey is. So you're starting your journey in 2020, right? So you have a good history of people, lots of people there who can guide you. So there are 8 engineering departments. You will be in the first year. You'll be sitting with several people, right? So these are the people that who accompany you. The biotechnology, chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, also known as EEE, and then ECE, electronics and communication engineering, and mechanical engineering, and metallurgical and materials engineering. These are the 8 branches that are hosted by our institute. And then there are departments which are hosting sciences wings. It is all of them come under one umbrella. That is School of Sciences. And then there is one department called Humanities and Management, School of Humanities and Management, which offers some of the courses relevant for our Btec program. So you people will be taking courses offered by your own department, as well as in the first year especially, there will be lots of courses which will be common for each of you, and they will be offered by either engineering departments, or some of them are offered by School of Sciences, or some of them are offered by School of Humanities and Management. This is the at the outset, these are the things that you can look at in the near future. And the Btec courses, the earlier slide has shown you the departments, and the programs are named like the Btec in computer science, the Btec in biotechnology, Btec in chemical engineering, Btec in civil engineering, Btec in computer science and engineering, Btec in electrical and electronics engineering. So the department is Btec in the department is a Department of Electrical Engineering, and it offers the course titled as Electrical and Electronics Engineering. And then Btec in Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Btec in Mechanical Engineering, Btec in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. So these are the actual names of the programs offered, Btec programs offered by our departments. Okay. Coming to the course structure, the Btec course structure consists of components, namely basic science core. So the basic science core consists of courses offered by department, mathematics department, and then physics department, chemistry department. So these 3 are put together under the umbrella of School of Sciences. Okay, so all these courses which are offered by faculty from these disciplines, they will be called as basic sciences courses. Okay, basic science core. And your Btec curriculum covers a fixed number of credits, and that is 173 credits to the minimum. And among them, there is a portion of it that is covered under basic science. Okay, and then engineering science core, which is called the engineering department, the courses that are offered by engineering departments, they might be offered by other departments for your department, and so on. So you will see that several such courses you will come across either in the first year or even in the later parts of your curriculum. Okay, and then humanity sciences and social sciences core. The courses which fall under this category are basically the English for scientific communication offered by English faculties, and then management course. There are quite a few courses which are offered by management department as well. They all come under HSC. So there is a requirement in your curriculum course structure that there are some fixed number of credits to be covered by HSC too, right? And these are, the 3 components that you have seen till now. they are not a part of your core curriculum. The core curriculum for each of these 8 Btec programs, it comes from the program core courses, which shape up the core part of your curriculum. Okay, so depending on whether you're doing Btec in civil engineering or Btec in mechanical engineering, all these courses which are core to that discipline in engineering, they come under program core courses. And then there are quite a few courses, though they are part of the departmental core courses, they are identified as elective courses. And there is a choice for the student to select between. There will be some 7 courses that are offered under department elective courses, and you have a choice of dropping out 2 of them if you wish, and doing only 5 elective courses. So the courses identified as elective courses are actually offered by your own department. If you're belonging to Department of Electrical Engineering, these elective courses are also offered by your own department, and you will be taking 5 out of 7. Okay? There will be 7 courses offered during the whole duration of 4 years, and you will be taking 5 of them. Okay, so mostly they will be scheduled during 3rd year to 4th year. Okay, in 2nd year mostly it will be occupied by these program core courses only. And then there are a few courses which are identified as open elective courses. They are to be they are interdisciplinary in nature. Each of these engineering departments, they can take a course offered by other engineering departments, or course offered by basic sciences, which are identified as open elective courses. Some of the science advanced courses or something like that you can take, and there are a fixed lot of open elective courses identified already, and you can select them, and they come under the category of open elective courses. Okay, so this is the place where you can sit along with the other department people who have similar interests, and you can pursue outside your curriculum. Okay, so you can pursue some of your interests which are interdisciplinary in nature, and you can expand your horizon. Okay, so that's about open elective courses. And there are courses which fall under program major project. So there is a fixed component of 6 credits to be covered under program major project, which is split into 2 parts. One is in 4.1, and in second component is in 4.2. So the 4 credits are in the later part, that is 4.2, and then 2 credits are apportioned for 4.1. Okay, so that is your Btec major project. And then there are some courses which are identified as under EEAA, and they are meant for some physical exercises and so on, and they are mandatory, and you will have to there are credits. There is a slight revision of your curriculum, and you will be seeing that they are there will be 1 credit apportioned for the EA courses in each of the first and second semesters, and the total number of credits for each of the Btec programs, it amounts up to 173 credits, to a minimum of 173 credits, and it can go up to 179 credits. In the first 2 semesters, that is the immediate period that you will see from December 15th, 16th, you will be starting your first semester, right? So the first semester, as you are around 600 people, you are divided into some 10 sections, and 5 of these sections will be studying a physics cycle, and 5 of you will be 5 sections among your 10 sections will be studying what is called chemistry cycle. And in the subjects that you have in physics cycle. Whoever study the first semester under physics cycle, they will study the chemistry related subjects in the second semester. Okay, so more or less the subjects which are covered in first year are common across all of you, all the 10 sections, and you will be, yes, if you covered something in the first semester, you'll be covering the other thing in the second semester. Okay. Yeah. So for the time being, the EA does not carry any credits, but there is a syllabus, the curriculum modification that is going on, and most likely there is a credit that is attached to it, and you will have to mandatorily attend these EAA courses. And yeah, so the minimum number of credits that a student can register in a given semester is 16, and maximum in a semester is 32, inclusive of the backlog credits. Okay, there are slight rule changes. That's why the 30 number is appearing there. And for a student to get this Btec degree, he has to pass this Btec degree of the 4 years of this curriculum that spreads over 173 credits with a Cgpa of not less than 5. And the minimum duration for this is the 4 years, and from the date of first registration of the student, and then he can spread. In some cases there are students who are who fall sick, and then there might be cases where the student does not continue does not continuously study the Btec program for successive 4 years. So in those cases, it can go up to 8 academic years, and that's the maximum limit that the institute can support as per the current rules. So, when we are going through the rules and regulations, you should always know them as they are there, because these are not the general things, but there will be, the rules are planned for all the stray cases and so on. So you should read them, and just for knowledge sake, you should know everything. Okay, so I think you should pay attention to the structure of rules and so on. So the institute is essentially a offers this program in residential mode, and unless otherwise exempted or permitted, every student shall be required to reside in and be a boarder of one of the halls of residence and mess to which he or she is assigned. Every student is expected to have 100% attendance in each subject in which he has registered at the beginning of the semester, but there can be a condonation of for shortage of attendance up to 20% may be granted by the head of the concerned department. So students not having 80% attendance in any course shall not be permitted to appear in the for the end examinations. So they will be given R grade. So they will have to R means repeat. So they will have to repeat this course whenever it is offered, and they will have to appear for the class work again, and they will have to again, they should ensure whenever they are appearing, they should ensure that at least with the relaxation granted by the head of the department, they cannot go beyond 80% limit that is there in the rule book. Okay, so R grade is meant for indicating repetition of the course. Okay, so the entire course that might be partially studied by the student, he has to repeat the entire course. That's the meaning of this R grade. This is important for you to understand what are the implications of falling short of attendance. Okay, so there are some places where you get some relaxation for your endeavors in extracurricular activities. like sports, games, cultural meets. That you go, to other NITs and so on to participate in some events and seminars. You are going for seminar. They're all covered under this head. Workshops, conferences, or interviews arranged through training and placement division. NCC or NSS camps shall be considered as on duty, subjected to a maximum of 5 working days in a semester. Okay, so you can avail this opportunity to participate in these extracurricular activities stipulated by a upper cap of maximum of 5 working days in a semester. Okay, and if you want to avail these things, then you'll have to take prior permissions from competent authority for availing on-duty permission. The period of our absence can be counted as present for the computation of percentage of attendance at the end of the semester. Attendance for both theory and laboratory courses shall be entered before. It will be calculated time to time, and it will be circulated to you, informed to you a priori, and you should keep a watch on what is your current attendance, and make sure that you maintain the minimum required attendance. And when you are coming to this institute, you are going to be here for 8 semesters, right? So before the beginning of every semester, before commencement of your classwork, there are some fixed days meant for registration. Okay, and they're marked in what is called academic calendar. So your registration dates are fixed before hand itself, and they are circulated through our institute portal. And there is a if you go to our website, I think you all have gone to our website, right? So there is some academic section related things that are there, and you can see that there is something called the academic calendar, marked as an academic calendar. You can download it and you can go through it once. There are lots of things marked in that academic calendar, and these dates for registration are marked there. And the date for late registration is also marked, and no student will be allowed beyond the late registration date marked in the academic calendar. Okay, so that's something that one has to follow during registration. Registration for all courses in first 2 semesters is organized centrally. That's where you are. The first 2 semesters will be done centrally, and then from the 3rd semester onwards, the registrations will be organized by respective department under the supervision of head of the department. After registration in each semester, each student should collect registration sheet, which includes the courses to be registered by the student and signed by the faculty advisor. And the student should carry the registration sheet for all the examinations in that semester. So there is a registration slip that is given to the student, and which is signed by the student as well as the faculty advisor or head of the department. And that sheet serves as hall ticket for you to appear for all the examinations in the semester. Okay, so while you're appearing for the examinations, it's essential for you to carry this registration slip. That registration slip tells the student, the faculty member who is invigilating that exam, to know which exam you have registered. Which course you have registered for, and whether you are eligible for appearing for the exam or not. Okay, so if you don't carry appropriate registration slip, then you are not allowed to write the examination. And then one more thing that you need to essentially carry is the identity card that is given by the institute. So both the things are essential for you to write any exam organized by NIT Andhra Pradesh. Only those students will be permitted to register who have cleared all the institute and hostel dues of previous semester. So this is prerequisite for you to appear for registration. So you should have cleared all the hostel dues and institute dues for the previous semesters, paid all the required fee for the current semester, and you are not debarred from registering for the specified period on disciplinary grounds. This is also the third thing that you should remember. Okay. So while registering, you might ask, you might have a question like, what is there? There is this is something that is obvious. You might think like that, but there are. If you are passing all the previous subjects, there is no problem. There is a fixed number of courses that are offered in every semester. You register for them. That's it, and you should have paid the fee. That takes care of your registration. But you should come to the institute physically. This semester might be an exception if it is held online. The notice will be given to you through our institute portal. Barring this semester, I think you should read these rules. Whatever I'm reading, I'm telling you from the perspective of bigger journey that you will be doing in NIT Andhra Pradesh, and from that perspective, you should be for every registration you should be appearing physically before the late registration date that is mentioned in the academic calendar. So beyond that, nobody can. The academic dean will not permit you to register. And For a student who has backlogs, he should mention the oldest backlogs for registration purpose. So he should prefer the oldest backlogs for registration, and there is an upper cap of 32 credits that a student can register. Okay, so the student should first register for the backlogs and then give preference for the current semester courses. Okay, so the total number of credits that the student can register cannot go beyond 32. And if the student has passed in the has got F grade, he did not get. Backlog subjects are some subjects which the student did not pass. Okay, the student might not have passed for several reasons. Okay, we are going to see why the student might not have passed. For the sake of the information that we have already seen, for the sake of clarity, there are R grade and F grade that a student can get. R means repeat grade, and F grade means fail grade. So R grade means the student has to repeat the course in study mode. So he has to appear for the classes. Whereas a F grade student can register in exam mode. Okay, so if a student has a backlog subject in which he had a F grade, then he is eligible for registering in exam mode. And if he registers in exam mode, then he's going to get at most a P grade. Okay, and so you are going to see what these grades and all are in coming slides. But you remember it, and if a student is appearing in study mode, the benefit is he'll be reading the full course, and he can get better grades, and that he can go with a better CGPA while taking the certificate. Okay, so when you're getting your degree, you'll have better CGPA when you are registering for courses, even though you have some unfortunate failures. Somebody might fall sick. Right, this is a 8 semester duration, and anything can happen. I have seen students who are very good, but they fell at the during the duration of exams. Something goes wrong, right? So if you want to anticipate for those cases, then the information that you should remember is you should always try to register for the courses that you missed or you could not pass in the previous attempt. You should always try to register for them in study mode. Okay, then in that case you'll get a better grade. If you put effort, you'll surely get a better grade, and you have better chance of getting higher CGPA at the end of the course. So this is some information that you need to know. Because this is registration process. If the student is passing most of the courses every course he passes in the first attempt itself. All the information that I have given is not that much relevant, but definitely it will be handy when things are little against your odds. So one more relevant thing that comes to picture is when you are going from first year to second year, then the student who is going to second year, there is a promotional criteria that the student has to satisfy for getting promoted to the second year. So if the student is moving from, he has appeared for all the exams of both semesters of first year, and he's going to second year, he will be promoted if he passes 50% of the credits. Okay, so that will be currently the curriculum has 46 credits for the first year, and the necessary number of credits for getting promoted to second year is 23. Okay, and then for the later years, that is from second year to third year, he has to pass 30 credits, and third year to fourth year also he has to pass a minimum of 30 credits in the previous year. Okay, so from third year to fourth year, if he passes 30 credits of minimum of 30 credits of, then he is eligible to get promoted to fourth year. And one more thing. One more thing that you need to observe here is when a student is moving from second year to third year, the one more criteria that is that he has to clear for his promotion is he should have passed all the subjects. So he might have some backlog subjects in second year. To an extent of fulfilling these 30 credits, if he has necessary credits, he'll be promoted, but he should have passed all the first year course credits. Okay, so all the 46 credits of first year he should have passed before he can be eligible for getting promoted to third year. Okay, for third year promotion, there is a requirement of clearing all the first year backlogs with a minimum of T grade. Okay, and for the fourth year also similarly, there is a requirement of passing all the second year courses, and that means he has cleared all the first year courses and he has cleared all the second year courses. Then only he'll be eligible for getting promoted to fourth year, provided he has minimum of 30 credits from third year. So this is a promotional criteria, and coming to the grading system, you'll be following a 8 scale grading system, and the grades are excellent A, B, C, D, P, F. I think you're all familiar with some grading system. So the grading system that we have here is this, and excellent EX stands for excellent, and it carries weightage of 10 points, and A stands for A grade, and A carries 9 points. So these points are all used for calculation of your grade point average. Okay, so every course that you take, it carries some credits. If there is a course called mathematics 1, and it carries 3 credits, then if you get A grade, the number of grade points that you get will be 9 into 3. Okay, that will be 27. So similarly, you might have got you might have taken some 8 other courses, and each in each subject you got some grade, and based on that you will get some grade points, and some of them will be taken, and the average of all of them will be taken, and what we call as Sgpa will be calculated for each semester based on the grades that you get in that semester and the courses that you have taken in that semester. Okay, and so your grading system decides the Cgpa and all, which are necessary for you to for other factors that affect your degree certificate. Okay, so so the student cannot be given pass grade. So there are some criteria. The student has to satisfy for getting this minimum of P grade. That is, he should have got 35% of marks. Okay, so the total marks for each subject is 100 marks, and he should have got, including there are some marks which are meant for internal evaluation, and there are marks which are meant for external, that is end semester evaluation. Okay, so the exams are conducted in various phases that we'll see in a while. But irrespective of that, putting all those numbers together, the student should have got 35 marks to a minimum to get P grade to be awarded. Okay, and the grading system that is followed, the grading scheme that is followed for awarding grades is relative. That means in a class of 90 students, depending on what the highest mark is, relative to that, the grading will be done. That's because this system you should know, because you are most of you are new to this kind of relative grading system, and you should this is also a thing that you should understand carefully, that you should always think positively, and if something is difficult for you, it is also something difficult for many of them, and you should always try to learn. Okay, so getting good grade is always good, but you should also put emphasis on learning things. And I personally, I suggest that you should know these things, but you should not too much worry about these things all the time. Okay. It is also mandatory that the student should secure at least 35% of marks in the end semester. So these are two things that you should carefully distinguish. One is total marks in a subject which carries 100 marks. If the student gets below 35 marks, the total marks that he obtains is below 35, he will not pass. And one more thing is, there is an exam that is held marked as end exam, that is meant to be for 50 marks for each of the theory subjects, and for those 50 marks, the student should have got 17.5 to a minimum to get a P grade. So both the criteria are applied. Like if the student has got more marks in internal and he did not get a minimum of 17.5 marks, then still he will fail, because the second criteria is not satisfied. Okay, so these two rules, you have to understand them clearly. Okay, so based on marks, if the student is failing, then he will get F grade. And the class average is calculated by excluding the marks obtained by F grade students. And this class average is some factor that decides your grading. Roughly, the C grade is somewhere around the class average. Okay. Apart from these grades that you see here, F grade is given 0 points. P grade is given 5 points. D grade is given 6 points. C grade is given 7 points. A, B are given 9 and 8 respectively. Excellent is given 10. Apart from these things, the 7 symbols that you see here, there is another one that there are other 4 things that you should also remember know. Okay, there is a grade called I. When a student is not able to write end examination on medical grounds, so you can refer to the rule book, and it's under section 11.6. So if the student is not able to write the end examination, he'll be given on medical grounds. If he fails to do so, then he'll be given I grade, and he'll be given a chance to appear for that exam again. Okay, and that incomplete grade will be complete when the evaluation finally takes place for that subject. Okay, for that student. And other grades are, I mean, R grade is already something that I introduced you. R grade stands for repeat grade, and the student has I mean, he does not have sufficient attendance. He falls short of the 80% mandatory requirement that we have for any subject, right? So R grade should be I mean, R grade should be avoided by all means, because you'll be repeating this course along with other courses that you will have in the future, right? When you're doing so, even though you might be reasonably good, you will not be able to do well, because the number of credits you'll have to study simultaneously will be huge, and that will hamper your progress in terms of your, say, SGPA, and everything will be chaos. So the best thing is you try to attend all the courses and maintain the minimum attendance requirement, and you should progress well in your Btec course. Okay, you should never make your life troublesome by by giving lesser emphasis for your academics. You are here on based on efforts put by your parents and lots of people. So, my best suggestion is that you give due respect for academics, and you maintain some healthy academic profile. Okay, which is essential for you to get good job, good future prospect, and so on. Coming to this grade I, which is the incomplete grade, when a student gets I grade for any subject during the semester, SGPA of that semester and Cgpa at the end of that semester will be tentatively calculated, ignoring these subjects. Okay, and after these transitional grades are converted into appropriate grades, the SGPA for the semester and Cgpa at the end of the semester will be recalculated after taking into account the new grades. So ultimately, the Cgpa and all, they get updated for this semester for the student who has I grade. Okay, and there are other grades, which are a couple of other grades. One is W, which is meant for temporary withdrawal. So if a student falls sick, he falls sick for a longer duration, then the provision and in the academic system that we follow is withdrawal. So he can withdraw his registration, and he can re-register in the upcoming academic years, subjected to the limit of 8 maximum number of academic years before the completion of the Btec degree by the student. So he should complete the Btec degree within a span of 8 academic years. Okay, so withdrawal is meant for withdrawing the registration temporarily. Okay, one grade that is left for explanation is X grade. X will be awarded for the student who is debarred on the grounds of indiscipline or malpractices that are done by the student, committed by the student in the examinations. So the punishments are several punishments are listed in the later part of the presentation. So personally, I would say NIT, being an NIT student and committing to some, going to such a level where when you practice some you do some malpractice is heinous, and it will not be tolerated. And despite our warnings, people keep doing it, and I think that's something that should not be done by the students. Okay, so this is one thing that you can see as X grade. So the student gets X grade when he performs some malpractice. So all these grades, I, R, W, X, they all carry 0 weight and equivalent to 0 that you have for F grade. Only thing is their interpretation is slightly different. Okay, so when the student gets F grade in any subject and during the semester, the Cgpa and Sgpa are calculated taking a 0 points for that subject. Because the student might have registered for all the subjects, the total number of credits. You'll see how the SGPA is calculated. I'll circulate you some sheet you should tie for your calculation of SGPA. Okay. So assessment of academic performance is done in various components. There will be continuous assessment of student performance through the tests that are given, surprise tests or assignments throughout the semester, and grades will be awarded by the subject teacher or coordination committee formed for this purpose. And each subject, each theory subject will in the semester will be evaluated for 100 marks. And the subcomponents which are part of this evaluation are, this 100 marks are distributed into three components. One, the minor or the class, I mean, there are some two components which are identified as class tests or quizzes or assignments. They're called minors, and they weigh up to 20 marks. And there is one examination which is also marked in the academic calendar, which is somewhere around eighth week of the semester. So your semester will be for 16 weeks, and eighth week will be the week in which your end semester examination and mid semester examination will be held. And that examination will be held for 30 marks for every subject. So you will have exams. If you are registering for 6 theory subjects, you'll have to attend 6 exams, and during the mid-semester examinations scheduled in the 8th week of the semester. Okay, so the mid-semester will be falling in 7 to 8 weeks, and so the mode and nature of the evaluation and corresponding weightages for the something. Oh, okay. So so you want me to annotate? What do you want to talk? Can you just go to participants? Yeah. Can you raise your hand if you want to do something? Let me continue. I mean, there is still a lot of things left. Okay. Okay. So this, yeah. So this is a mid-semester evaluation for this. Yeah. This is for 30 marks, and it is towards the mid of the semester. And then there is an end semester examination that will be held towards the end of the semester, and we will usually have it after the 16th week. So there will be 1 week that is marked for conduction of your lab examinations, and after that your end semester examinations will be scheduled. All these things are marked in your academic calendar. Actually, you can look those dates carefully and follow it carefully, because unless you plan, I think your journey will be little bumpy, because the exams will be going on, and every time you will have to cover some syllabus, and yeah, you will have to take it seriously. Otherwise, it will be bumpy journey for you ahead. And you should also see one thing, that the marks are not the only essence that you should bother. I mean, marks are something that definitely tell what you could understand, but you should also worry about what you're gaining out of this course. Okay, so every subject you should take it. What is that I learned from this course? You should treat these subjects, and you should spend quality time understanding these subjects well. Okay, marks are definitely one factor that identify how well the student has understood. So the laboratory courses, this is about the theory courses. The exams will be conducted for theory courses after the 16th week, and the end semester examinations will be conducted after the 16th week. And the split up for laboratory courses will be as follows. There will be continuous evaluation for each lab course for 60 marks. And that will be, I mean, if the lab session is conducted in every week for 3 hours, then after every 3 hour slot, there will be some task that would have been given, and depending on your performance in that task, you'll be given lab marks too, and that will carry majority of the weight, that is 60% of the marks. So you are, if you're enjoying your practical skills, I mean, you're finding it good to explore your, I mean, practical experiments, then you will be doing well for that 60 marks, and you'll surely get a good grade too. And end semester will be done through an examination again, and that will carry 40 marks. Okay, so that is for the laboratory things. Yeah. And yes, there is one component that is left for discussion is so the Btec project work, which again carries 100 marks. So despite all these courses carry the same mark, different courses carry different credits. Okay, so based on the credit, the importance of that component in your Cgpa calculation will be decided. So, course, I mean, a subject A, subject B might, carry the same 100 marks, but subject A might be a 2 credit course, subject B can be a 4 credit course. Then the impact of subject B can be will be more. Okay, so that you should understand. And project carries in slots of 2. I mean, it occupies 2 semesters. Project part 1, it will be for 2 credits, and it will be offered in 4-1 when you're in the 4th year, first semester. Project 1 will be, first stint of project will be evaluated, and its evaluation consists of 3 parts. 40% of the marks are given by the guide, and it's done through periodic evaluation through meetings and so on, how you participate. So this project work is actually group work. You will be assigned a project group, and based on I mean, this is entirely done by the HOD and the department faculty who are handling that. So the project team is allotted to you, and you should, as a team, perform this project work. And definitely your role in the project, in this group activity, will be evaluated for. And based on how you perform, your guide will allot 40% of the marks. And there is a midterm review that happens that allots some 20 marks, and end semester viva was that carries some 40 marks. So the midterm review and end term viva was will be conducted by a committee constituted by head of the department. If the performance of the student is not satisfactory, he can be awarded F grade. Such a student will be given maximum time of 3 months to improve his or her performance. If the performance of such student is not satisfactory even after the extended period, he or she shall have to repeat the project work in the next academic year. So these are the things that you should be aware of. You should be taking this Btec project seriously, because this will be there for your wherever you go. In the interviews also, people ask you what you have done for your Btec project, or what is the exposure that you have got. Don't take just for the sake of the credits and all that you have. Take things seriously. Whatever you do, you give value for your name. Okay? Something that appears in your name, you should be valuing that, and you should be working for a paper publication. That should be the goal that you should set for this project work. Okay, because if you see the outside competition, it's extremely. The people are publishing, and that defines who they are. Okay, so try to inculcate and try to aim for a good publication out of your project work if you are spending for your project work for a good amount of time. So the mid-semester examinations and the end semester examinations, as I told, they are held in the 8th week and 16th week respectively. And if the student fails to appear in the mid-semester examination due to compelling reasons like serious illness of himself or herself. See, you have to read this carefully. The serious illness is with respect to the student himself or herself, which necessitates hospitalization with intimation to the medical officer. So you should have intimated to the medical officer about your hospitalization too. So you cannot do it just like that. So if you intimate it a priori to the medical officer, and or a calamity is there in your family, she shall be allowed to apply for to Dean Academic along with relevant certificates and duly recommended by the respective HOD. He can apply for remit examination, and within this application should also be sent within 1 week after the completion of the examinations. So let us say you have completed these examinations in 8th week. So the 9th week is meant for you to do all this, intimation thing, because you are absent for the exam before that only. But during the 8th week, you fell sick, and you, for some reason, that are cited here, you are not able to write the exam. Then in those cases, you can apply for remit, and a committee headed by Dean Academic will look into the genuinity of these applications, and based on the recommendations of the committee, it will give permission for the student, or it can even deny based on whether the request put forth by the student is not up to the rules that are there. Okay, so this is a provision for you if for the mid examinations only, and in case the student is such situation arises in the context of end semester examination, she will be given F grade. There is no other chance for the end examinations. So mid semester examinations, you have a provision of remit as per the rule book, and that provision also you should avail it with proper process. You should follow proper process. The process is that you should apply for remit within 1 week of this completion of these examinations, and you should have taken the consent of the medical officer. You should have informed the medical officer about the illness a priori, right? So that is the case when you are falling sick for yourself. Okay, if in the case of calamity in the family, like father or mother, then or sibling, the own sibling. Okay, none of the other relations are meant for this provision. We have seen several people applying for pre-mid examinations, which who extend this brotherness or sisterness to some cousins, somebody else, and so on. That does not work actually for this application. So you should clearly know the rules. And the rules are that it's clearly the calamity in the family that you can use, you can claim for applying for this remit. Okay, so but in any case, if there is any slight chance of you appearing for the examination, that will be best actually, because we will be writing the examination on par with other students. So these are the provisions that are there in the rule book. Okay, for the end semester examination, if you don't appear for the end examination, by the rule that you should have got 17.5 marks in the end examination, you will automatically fail, right? So F grade will be given for the student, and the students who got R grade, they will be not even allowed to write the end semester examinations, because their attendance is falling short. They will not be allowed to write the examination in the first place. And what will happen to the student who got F grade? He will be permitted to appear in the makeup examinations to be conducted later as per the announced academic calendar. So there is something called supplementary or makeup examinations that are our academic calendar is divided into 2 semesters, and the third part is what you can identify as makeup examinations. So for every academic year, you have, roughly the first semester starts in August. The examinations will be held in roughly around November to December. And then there will be second semester immediately starting right after that, roughly around between December to January. And it will be ending roughly around in May. Okay. So May, you will be writing the second semester examinations. And in July, you will be having makeup examinations. So if the student, let us say you are appearing for second year, and if you are if you have some subjects in which you got F grade, then you can appear for those subjects in the corresponding makeup examinations. So if you got a R grade in any subject of your second year, and let us say you are appearing for the second year examinations in 2020-21 academic year, then if you failed in some of these subjects, subjects with R grade, you will not be allowed to write the makeup examinations that are conducted in July 2021. So these are the things that you should know. If a student misses the end semester examinations due to compelling reason like serious illness for himself, he may appeal to Dean Academic before commencement of the examination through head of the department or and institute medical officer for permitting himself or herself to appear in the subsequent examinations when conducted next. Okay, and a committee consisting of the following members may, after examining the documents and being convinced about the merit of the case, recommend permitting him or her to appear in the subsequent re-examinations when conducted next. So this I grade is something that you can know well in case you are falling sick in and around the examinations time. Okay. So in case you got I grade, there is one more thing that you should also remember, that you have a chance of getting distinction too. If you have got F grade, then there is no chance of you getting distinction. But students who got I grade, they can get, they have a chance of getting distinction. I will just take 1 second for drinking water and then resume. There is a little more left. I will give you one Excel sheet that you will be requiring for computation of Cgpa and Sgpa. And it's, in a way, it is interesting for you guys because this is some funny calculations and all. Okay, I think as far as time is concerned, I think I am. It's already 7. I try to summarize. So most of the rules we are in. But we should know the rules, and not knowing will actually put you in trouble. So that's why it is necessary for you to go through this once. And I think I am at least telling you the salient things concisely. You don't need to read through it. You can, if you have listened to me carefully, then I think everything would have been clear only. Then there should not be much ambiguity because these are simple rules only. Okay, so one more thing that you need to know is this. I mean, if you are appearing for some examination and it is evaluated by some subject faculty, and you are not satisfied with the grade that you got, okay. So this might also happen because teachers keep changing and lots of things can be there, and the teacher might have missed something to evaluate, or something might have happened. So in case that you are not satisfied with the grade that you got, then you can. I mean, this is after the grade is awarded and your results are announced after the examinations are completed. So after the completion of your examinations, there is something called there is a process, academic process that happens to to for the, I mean, there is academic process through which the departments they will submit the results to the academic section, and there is an academic body called Senate which approves the results that are submitted to it. So after that Senate approves the results, then it will be released for you for your reference. Okay, so those results that you see once the results are announced, when you see the results, you might have some anticipation about the grade and so on, right? So the grade that you got, if you are, if you are not satisfied, you can always go for the grade challenge. Okay, but that grade challenge will be, put for a committee called DAAC. Okay, so there are two committees that you should be aware of. One is the DAC UG committee, and it is just the one that approves the grades that are submitted by the teachers. This is a departmental committee, and there is a DAAC, Department Appeals Committee, and Academic Appeals Committee, and that takes care of any grade challenge applications put forth by the students, and it should happen within 20 days from the date of official publication of results in the institute website. So today, if we are publishing the results, you have seen the results today, then within 20 days from now, you should have applied for your grade challenge. Okay, whatever grade challenges, because all these things are academic processes. Okay, every process has a definite timeline. So you should stipulate yourself to the timeline that is prescribed to you, and beyond that, actually, it is very difficult. I mean, you might say that I don't know these dates. So if you say that, then for somebody to, like HOD, to take your representation and put it before the and take it up all the way up to Senate, it cannot be done at arbitrary instances of time. So these timelines that are mentioned in the rules, you should strictly follow. So within the 20 days time, if you are able to apply, then the academic section will be able to process your application and will support you. And whatever help that you need, surely academic section and the departments themselves will support you. Okay, there can be a human error anyway. You yourself can commit some simple mistake, silly mistake. Okay, so after all, we are all humans, right? So there is a provision in the academic system, and that is this grade challenge. Okay, so you can apply for your grade challenge, and it can be considered by DAAC, this committee, and yeah, so your grade can be improved actually. A student of the Btec degree program must complete prescribed coursework within, yeah, this is already covered for you. And one more thing that you should be aware of, important thing, what you get out of after your 8 years, the 4 years that you spend here, 8 semesters that you spend here. Okay, so you will be getting a degree certificate. That degree certificate, if you see, that will be carrying weight based on what you get as something called Cgpa. So there is a SGPA that gets calculated after every semester, and based on grade points, and you can calculate something called cumulative grade point average that runs across multiple semesters that you have these SGPA is for, right? Semester is SGPA is for a particular semester, and CGPA is the cumulative grade point average. Okay, so based on that, at the end of your 4-2, that is the eighth semester, based on CGPA that you have attained by passing all the courses that you have come across, if you have CGPA of 8.5 or above, then you will be given the degree will be with first division with distinction. Okay, you're eligible for distinction, but you should have you should not have any of these R, X, F grades during your journey. Okay, so if you get F grade at any point of time, you will not be eligible for, even though you might be carrying a CGPA of above 8.5, but you will not be awarded distinction. Okay, still you are eligible for getting first division, but you will not be eligible for distinction. So every aspirant here, one should strive for this first class with distinction, because the requirements for getting that is not that difficult. You might think that it is difficult, but for my reading, the thing is that it's rather easy only to, if you plan well, if you go through the academic process well, then it's not very at all difficult to get this distinction at all. And once you have distinction, the certificate that you get will be valuable, and if any place you go, they will respect your academic credentials. Okay, so first thing that you should I impress upon is to get a good CGPA. Though I don't too much weigh that, because the skills that you learn are the ones that that carries. But definitely this CGPA is something that you should not miss out for this first class with distinction. So that is one thing that you should worry about. And then the student with a CGPA of 6.5 and above, probably less than 8.5, even if it is above 8.5 also, if he has RxF grades, then all that he gets is first division only. And the student with CGPA of 5 and above, but less than 6.5, will be getting second division. And try to get around first division. That will be reasonably good for your future. Okay, future, you should always worry about the future, and the future will be manageable if you have reasonably this first division. Okay. And there are, as I told earlier, this makeup examination will be conducted somewhere around July, and in a span of, you can account it as the third semester. Okay, so if a student appears for second year in 2020-21 academic year, and he'll be appearing for this December examinations for the first semester, and he'll be appearing again in the May for his second semester. Right, whatever backlogs, the subjects that he could not pass in first and second semester, he can apply for makeup examination, which is held in roughly around July. Okay, so he can appear for those makeup examinations, and if he passes those in the makeup examination, then he'll be through. Okay, and if the student has failed with R grade, then he will not be eligible to write the makeup examination either. So the only students who are eligible for applying for makeup examination is students who who did not pass with F or I grade. Okay, so that is the thing. So the student gets F grade if he is getting less than 35% overall marks, or 17 below 17.5 in the end examination. Either of these cases will be treated as F grade. Okay. The student will be given he'll be given only one chance to write the makeup examination. When he gets F grade in the makeup examination, he has to repeat the course whenever it is offered. Okay, and there are actually two modes in which this student can appear. the next appearance can be in study mode or exam mode. So if the student has R grade in the previous appearance, then he can only appear in the study mode. And if the student has failed F grade, that means he has satisfied the attendance requirements, but he could not pass because of the marks criteria, like 35% marks that he has. If that is the case, then he can appear for the next thing in exam mode. So there are two modes of registration that are possible in the beginning of the semester for the backlog courses. That is study mode or exam mode. If the previous appearance of your subject resulted in R grade, then you will be eligible for only study mode. And if the previous appearance of your exam has resulted in F grade or I grade, then you can appear for the course in exam mode. But exam mode grades are pass or fail. You cannot get better grades. So if you are appearing for study mode, if your registration is in study mode, then you are eligible for getting higher grades, and hence your Cgpa will also be you will be eligible for getting a better degree, that is first class or the distinction, whatever. But once you get a F grade, you will not be eligible for distinction, but at least you will get first class or whatever higher degree that you are qualified for. Okay. So makeup examination is offered only once in an academic year, and the schedule of makeup examination is marked in the academic calendar. Student can register for makeup examinations in any number of courses. And there is one more thing that can be provisionally offered, and during May to July, and that is called summer quarter. So for this is especially applicable for first year, because first year the students are not accustomed to the environment here, and you are used to the plus two. A kind of academic environment, and if some students are not that much accustomed to this environment, then probably there is a semester in which he might have studied. He might not have studied well, and for those students, there is some provision for conducting a special semester called summer quarter. Okay, so that is between May to July. Okay, for roughly some 8 weeks, and for a maximum of up to 3 courses, the student can register. And he got R grade, and he's not able to register. Then he'll not be able to register for the summer quarter. But if he gets F grade in the subject, then he'll be able to register for summer quarter. And 3 courses in which he got F grade, he can register in the summer quarter. And the benefit is that he'll be registering in the study mode, and he can get good grades based on, because he'll go through the entire coursework again. There will be teaching that is done in the summer quarter, and you will be reading through the course material again, and then you'll be able to attain better grade, because all these grades are important as far as your Cgpa calculation is concerned. Ultimately, at the end, what you're getting out of this institute is the certificate that carries first class or second class, and those things actually matter when you go out from here, right? So you can plan accordingly. If you falter in any place, there is a chance that is provided by the rule book for you to opt for summer quarter, and you can make up for the lapses that you had gone through. There can be many reasons. There can be health reasons, or any other reasons because of which this happens. Okay. The total number of contact hours for the courses remains the same as during the regular semesters. So if the contact hours for a particular course are 40 hours, then the same number of hours will be handled during the crash course of 8 weeks that will be handled for only 3 courses. Okay, so summer quarter is a provision for you to improve. Not improve, for whatever courses that somebody has failed, he can get. If he registers for summer quarter, he can still get a better grade. And there are some students who, despite getting into NIT, they will do some things, and there are some punishments that are given as part of the rule book. I'll just read it out for the benefit of all the people, because these are all some rules that we should know. Okay, so students are not allowed to leave the examination hall without submitting the answer script. So when you are coming here and writing the examination section will provide you a answer script. So on the answer script, you have to write your details, like which year you are in, and which subject you are writing for this exam for, and so on. All the details you'll have to write, and that script you should never take it along with you. Okay, so students are and you should not leave the examination hall without submitting the answer. This is a severe thing actually. Our answer script should not be taken by any chance along with you, and they will not be permitted to enter examination hall after 30 minutes of. So when the examination starts, roughly, I mean, let us say the examination is at 9 o'clock, and if you are coming after 9:30, you will not be allowed to enter the examination hall. Again, you cannot leave the examination hall also before the 30 minutes of the, I mean, within the 30 minutes of the closure of the examination, you will be allowed to leave, but before that, you are not allowed. Okay, and there are kind of malpractices that for which the punishment is already marked, and I'll read them. Taking out used or unused answer booklets is something that invites punishment, and you're taking them outside the examination room, and a fine of 1,000 rupees per paper. In case of used answer booklets, in addition to the above, the candidate shall be awarded F grade in that subject. So you will be getting F grade for taking the answer script along with you. Okay, and verbal or oral communication with neighboring students after one warning. The invigilators who invigilate the examination, they warn the students. Despite that, there will be multiple attempts, and one warning is given, then he's inviting trouble if he's repeatedly involving in the chatting activity. So that the invigilator will take away the script, and despite you having a lot of time for being there and writing the examination, you will not be allowed to continue the examination. You will be asked to leave the exam hall, because it will be disturbing other students and so on, right? So you should not argue with the invigilator beyond what has happened. You should just leave for the sake of your own goodness. Okay, and possession of any incriminating material inside the examination hall, whether used or not. For example, written or printed materials, bits, writings on scale, calculator, handkerchief, dress, part of body, or and hall ticket, etc. I mean, everything can be used by the students to write some things that they don't want to remember, and they want to use these. I mean, the auxiliary things that they have to write some extra information. So if you're doing that, that is considered as a part of this malpractice. And possession of cell phones and programmable calculator, recording apparatus, or any other unauthorized electronic equipment, any gadget, copying from neighbor, exchange of question papers and other materials with some answers. Okay, all of these things, anything written, you're communicating with others during the course of the examination. If you are resorting to that, then in case of mid or sessional examination, you are awarded 0 marks. In case of end examinations, you are awarded F grade. The candidate may be allowed to write makeup examination. So that's the provision that it keeps. Possession of answer book of another candidate, giving answer book to another candidate. So either you are possessing another candidate's answer book, or you're giving your answer book to other candidate. In either case, you are awarded 0 marks in that examination, and F grade in that particular subject will be getting. Okay. Misbehavior in the exam hall, unruly conduct, threatening the invigilator or any other invigilator or any other examination officials. If you're this is something important, and people can be unruly, and you should not be. You should be maintaining the decorum, and if you are resorting to that, then cancellation of all the theory examinations registered in that semester, and further debarring from the continuing his or her studies for 1 year, two subsequent semesters actually. So, however, such student may be permitted to appear for makeup examinations of the previous semester. So, uh, this is the kind of punishment you will be inviting, and if you are going up to this fifth level. So, you are repeating these above two to four cases multiple times. Then again, that is also inviting the fifth punishment, that is cancellation of all the theory examinations registered in that semester. Okay. Uh, yeah. So cases of impersonation, handing over the impersonator to the police with complaint to take appropriate action. Cancellation of all the examinations, all papers registered for the bona fide student for whom the impersonation was done. And further, the bona fide student will be debarred from continuing his or her studies and writing all examinations for two years. So these are other cases where you're inviting more severe punishments. So if a student of this institute is found to impersonate a bona fide student, the impersonating student will be debarred from continuing his or her studies and writing all the examinations for 2 years. Physical assault causing injury to the insulators or any other examination officials, rustication from the institute. Yeah, this is yeah, more or less this is what I have, and I think I have something to share too. Uh, yeah, this is so this is some sample CGPA calculation. So these are the points that each grade carries. So excellent carries some 10 points, A grade carries 9 points, B grade carries 8 points, and so on. So the number of points are given here, and these are the subjects, and each subject carries some number of credits. So CE 101, for example, is engineering mechanics. Okay, it carries 4 points, and let us say the student has got B grade. Okay, so in that case, the number of B grade carries 5 points. Okay, so what you get, for this course is 20 points. Okay, similarly, you got for chemistry, the student got four. The number of credits is 4, and the he got P grade in that subject. So five into 4 carries 20 points. Okay, so this grade point average is computed like. So the number of points accumulated in that semester is something like this. So 138 is the total points, that grade points that he attained, and total number of credits is something that is indicated by the total sum that you have here, okay, which is 26. So 138 is the grade points that he got, and 26 is what you have as the number of credits. So when all the calculations that we report in your grade sheets given by academic section, it will be rounded up to 2 digits. Okay, so if you're getting on the boundary of your 2 digits, will be given the upper one. Okay, so let us say somebody gets 5.315 as your SGPA, then it will be rounded up to 5.32. Okay, so that's how the the student has got 138 grade points, and the total number of credits for this semester is 26. So the calculation of SGPA for this semester, it will be whatever 138 that you have, it is represented as this calculation here, divided by the sum of credits, which is indicated here, which is 26. So number of grade points for the semester divided by the number of credits for that semester gives you SGPA, which is 5.31 for this student. Okay. And in the second semester, again, he has appeared for some things, and you can actually calculate what is the SGPA that you have using this Excel sheet. Okay, I can share with you because this is something that you should know as you are right. So you should clearly know. The calculations here. Okay, if there is any discrepancy, you can always reach out to exam section for whatever discrepancy that you have. And there are students who don't pass in the first attempt, then their repeated appearances will be updated in the CGPA calculation. After the student has passed the subjects altogether. Okay, so the number that I have indicated here is called CGPA, and it is calculated like, he got 5.31 for first semester, and 26 credits is the number of credits for which this SGPA is calculated. So 1 has one SGPA, 1 2 has another SGPA, 2 1 has another one SGPA, 2 2 has the subsequent SGPA. So each semester in which he has appeared has an SGPA and associated number of credits. So if you are accounting for the grade point and taking the weight of the number of credits in that semester, and taking the sum product of these two things here as the numerator, and again divide it by the number of credits that you have as a sum, then it will be the CGPA. So CGPA is nothing but calculating the same thing that you have done for SGPA over multiple semesters. So over multiple semesters, he has appeared for multiple credits, and you'll have to account for those credits. And you already have some calculations already done, right? So SGPA is meant for the number of credits that the student has appeared for that semester. Okay, so you multiply that, then you got roughly the number that you have here, which is 138, the grade points. So you take that grade points for every semester and take the sum of them and divide it by the total number of credits that he has appeared for. That will be giving you the CGPA. Okay, CGPA is something that you should worry about because CGPA is the one that is accounted for your degree, whether you're getting first class or you're getting second class, all that first class with distinction, all that is decided based on this. So you keep having a watch on this because you can miss your grade by a point. If you take enough care, then you don't miss that. Okay, so this sheet I'll share with you. I think I can share with you. This Excel sheet I will share with you. It's a good exercise for you to go through. So you got some grades, and you can use this Excel to actually calculate it. Okay. So there are some things that are funny here. So you can, anybody who is pursuing engineering, I think it's a good exercise for you to go through this calculation. Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. Somebody called, yeah. Oh, you have several people here raising their hands. Uh, uh, Nandi Party, yeah, this guy, I'm little new to this. Uh, yeah, can you just unmute yourself and yeah, you can unmute yourself and just raise if you have any question.
Good evening, sir. Adesh here.
Who is this?
Sir,
Adarsh?
for the yes,
Yeah.
sir. Adarsh.
Yeah.
Sir, is there a way? Suppose we get a grade better than P the first time we write an exam. Is there any facility to improve our grade subsequent examinations?
Yeah. No. There is as of now in the rule book, there is no provision for a student who got a P grade to apply for re-exam. Only the students who have failed, they can only appear for. So that's where you should be cautious. If you are not healthy, then maybe you have to take a call. That's something that you should be watchful. Okay, the rule book has provisions for you to avail. So carefully, if you can use, then at the end of the day, I think you have a better future.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, can you please say the rules to change the group or branch also possible?
Branch change. Okay. Something I think we are running out of time. But branch change, there is some provision for branch change. I marked that too, but I did not cover actually. So there is a provision for branch change, and it's based on the first year Cgpa. So we will usually sort the students based on their Cgpa at the end of first year, and I mean. We will take the options of the students with respect to their branch change. Okay, and we will sort them and keep allotting them in the descending order. Okay, so we will sort them in the descending order and keep allotting the students who have opted for branch change based on their preferences. Okay, if in the given order somebody, we are able to allot up to the first option for the first 10 students, then if the for the 11th student, if we are not able to give him the first choice that he has given, then we will go for giving him the second choice. Like that, it will happen. And it's just like what you have gone through right now. I mean, you have given your preferences for your college, right? And there is some program that took care of allotting you the seat, right? Just like that.
Sir, if we
Yeah.
got good GPA means we can sort ourselves in highest priority groups branches also.
It all depends on the number of seats that are available in the for the branch changes, because this the number of seats that are filled in the higher branches that you're aiming, that decides the thing here. Okay, so it's rather tricky to tell all those things at this stage, because we don't know what will happen. About the occupancy and so on. And all said and done, there is a upper cap on the number of seats that are can be in a particular branch, right? So, for example, if there is a branch like ECE in which many people are opting for a branch change to switch into ECE, and if the number of applicants is more than 10, 15, then only 5 of them can be given based on some counts. Okay, so 5% change can be happening for the number of seats in that particular branch to change. Okay, yeah.
Sir, when will be the
There are
academic
some.
calendar will be posted in your website,
Huh?
sir?
What is
When
that?
will be the academic calendar will be posted in
Yeah,
website?
yeah, we will be. Yeah, it's good that you reminded. Yeah, we will post it today or tomorrow. Okay, we will post
So
by
what
tomorrow.
would
It
be
will be
the
there.
dates of our mid-sem or end-sem
Sir,
exams?
sir, when
Pardon?
will online classes start?
Uh, they are starting, I think, 18th or 16th. I just don't. 16th, I think. The online classes are starting on 16th, as I remember. I mean, I was not looking at the academic calendar right now, but they are planned to be starting from 16th.
So
Sir,
what will be your
will we
schedule
be
from
allotted
12 to
any
14,
marks for
12 to
offline
16?
assignments?
One after another, please. Yeah.
Sir, will we be allotted any marks for the assignments we are doing right now, like Swachh Bharat and Atmanirbhar Bharat and all?
Maybe you can pose the question to the Dr. Viresh Kumar, who is Student Affairs Associate Dean. You can push because he will be right person to answer this. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, what will be a schedule from 12th to 16th, sir? What we have to do during 12th to 16th?
I think schedule for this orientation program is already given to you, right?
After 12th, sir. 12th to 16th.
Okay. So that duration is meant for this registration process. So you'll have to, finish off this. I mean, I told you, right? There is a registration process, right? So you'll have to complete that.
How many mid exams you need to attend, sir, before writing the semester?
What is that? What is the question?
How many mid exams, sir? Means there will
Only
be
one mid-semester examination that falls roughly around the mid of the semester. If the semester spreads up to 16 weeks, then it is the 8th week in which you are having mid-examinations. And that is for 30 marks.
Sir. So what are the tentative dates of these exams?
You can count. Actually, this academic calendar will be posted to you by tomorrow morning by web team. So we will you will have clarity about that. Don't worry.
Sir, when will the offline classes start? Offline classes.
That's a nice question. Yeah. So I don't have any answer because it's a little uncertain, right? Lots of factors are there. The second wave and everybody is worried, right? So it all depends.
Excuse me, sir.
you say
Sir, is there a chance to write a mid or sim exams at online?
For these pandemic, I told you about rules in general, but I did not tell you anything about a specific situation where you are in. That is the pandemic situation we are in, right? So your orientation program is also going on in online mode. Otherwise, it could have gone in a offline mode, right? So I did not tell anything related to this pandemic arrangements that we are making. Okay. So you have to factor that for all these questions.
Sir, there are sections like A, B, C, D, F, G, H. Or what are
What
the
is that?
sections during the giving the registration number section also giving, sir? What are
Okay.
H, A,
Okay,
B,
so
C, D?
see, you should see that you are 600 roughly in number. Okay, NIT Andhra Pradesh hosts 600 first year students. So 60 students will be falling in one section. Okay, that's it. Don't worry about that. That is all for the first year, and after that first year is done, you all will be going to your own branch, parent branch, in which you have got admission, unless you have some branch change.
Sir, you said about grades.
Uh-huh.
You said about grades and how it will be decided. Like the top person got a mark, and what about the other grades? How will be decided?
Okay. That process is actually the subject faculty is the one who is responsible for that. Who will decide? He cannot do it arbitrarily. You know the marks and all. Okay, so you know how many marks you got in end semester, how many marks you got in mid semester, how many marks you got in minor examinations. Okay, you know all of them. Okay, only thing that is left with the faculty member is based on the thresholds that he has for the average. In some subject, the subject itself is little tough. Then the average marks for that subject might be slightly low, right? If we follow this relative grading, then if we follow absolute grading, then anybody who got above 90, he'll be given excellent. Anybody who got above 80 will be given A grade. Like that, absolute grading will follow some certain rules, thresholds. But relative grading does not follow such thresholds, and grading will be around the statistics such as standard deviation and the mean for that subject.
Sir,
Subject.
sir,
Yeah.
if the highest marks are something, okay, a guy got highest marks, and what about the other student? How will be they judged? Our
How will
some
be?
criteria would have been
Yeah,
they
yeah.
consider
Majority
for
of the
grading.
people will be getting the average grade, which is C. Okay, and some population, see, there is some distribution called Gaussian, right? I mean, it is not followed as such, but roughly they will be following Gaussian distribution. Any numerical digits that you model, it will be roughly following Gaussian distribution. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Sir,
Yeah. We are.
Sure.
sir,
Yeah, you tell.
how are our seniors placed this year, sir?
You are asking, I mean, this is meant to be this academic rules process exploration. Okay. So you ask anything pertaining to that, I will answer. There is a session meant for that also. You can pose these questions to appropriate person. Okay.
Sir, sir, before past, SARs are asked, I mean, they said to make an account at the WSDC, sir. Is it compulsory for all the students or some only scholarship?
Yeah. Every student will be given an account, and you should be keeping the password and all. I mean, with you only. If you share it with anybody, then you are a loser because everything is done based on that account only. Okay, you should take these things.
Sir, I did.
It's like your bank account with the institute. Okay.
Sir, I didn't got any scholarships, sir. At that time also, I need to take a account on a WSDC, sir.
WSDC is our institute website provision for sharing information with you guys, right? You will be having your grade sheets put there, and you will be able to access it wherever you go and so on. It is all for your own information sake. Okay, so you will yourself know it once you are into the system. Okay, don't worry about that, and it has no relationship with this scholarship and all.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So done. I'm giving you one exercise for you guys. How do you do this CGPA calculation? If I come across you again, I'll ask you this. Okay, it's some funny thing only. You try to do it. Okay, will you do? With simple Excel, I mean, if you might all have Windows or Ubuntu or some other operating system with your systems, right? Try to just see how these things are calculated. You are having a lot of leisure time, right? What are you doing? So try to just do this. Some simple calculation only. Try to do this. Okay, what I have shown you here, try to do it. Huh? Fine. Will you do? Okay, so that's it. Yeah, if you are able to do fine. Otherwise, also you can approach me. I can send you this sheet, Google sheet, this Excel sheet, and it is definitely serving you some purpose. Like every time you have some doubt about your calculation, you can refer to this and do the calculation, and I mean have clarity about whether you are getting first division for your degree or second division or distinction, or you can have clarity. Right. The clarity is for you. Okay.
Sir, could you just send this in the WhatsApp so that it would stay as a reference in our phone whenever we want to check this to
But I
calculate
will do
our.
that. I want you to do first. Okay. You put these grades, you all understand, right? There is no rocket science here. So you have some courses, A, B, C, D. You put some course names, and each of them have some credits. And there is a letter credit grade in that. So you can get a grade from excellent to ABCD, P or F, and then these numbers that you have are the translation of your letter grade to the corresponding grade points, and you should calculate it for every semester and summarize it in some different place, so that you can calculate the CGPA up to that point. That's the assignment that I'm giving to you guys. Okay.
Sir, can we get a PDF format of the rules what we had said before, sir?
Yeah,
If
it's
any-
downloadable. It's downloadable in the website, and you download it, and right now you can use. Okay, the things are there. So try to just do this calculation, and I'm expecting some guys to reach me just for the sake of fun. Okay, so try to do this assignment. Okay, yeah, that's it from me. Yeah, good luck, and hope you will be doing good in your future. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.